My name is Ronaldo Millsap. I am the head coach of Murrah Soccer. We are going into our 7th year as coaches at Murrah. We've had to build this program up basically from scratch to make it a contender and make it respectable. It's important to me as a person who didn't grow up in a city like Jackson, who didn't go to school in Jackson Public Schools, but I played a sport that not many kids who look like me participated in. As a matter of fact, growing up, I only had one friend that looked like me that also played soccer. And so when I moved to Jackson in 2007, I saw a community full of kids who had a lot of energy, but they had never been exposed to a game like this. And so I stepped up and decided, this is where I want to invest my time. It's important to me because if I took a picture of the room of where we are right now, the first thing is you will be excited about the picture. You want to see the picture. And the first thing that you're likely to do is to find yourself, because we want to see ourselves in things. And right now, our kids don't see themselves in this game. So I had to change it. We have done some interesting things here at Murrah. We don't just build soccer players. We built a community of parents, of administrators, of the custodial staff, the office staff. Everybody backs up and supports what we do here, and they're part of this unit. We built a legacy here where our players who have graduated, they come back during tryouts. They check on these guys throughout the season. They come to games because it's important for them to see what they've built, what we've built as a team. So we start out our year with clinicals. Clinicals are, once or twice a week. And it is player-led, it's peer-led. The leadership, they come together and they train any player who shows interest in playing soccer but never played before. Soccer can be an intimidating game. And because it's intimidating, we have a lot of our kids who, never played it, weren't exposed to it, don't want to try. So we give those kids 3 or 4 days of basic ball knowledge, basic ball skills, so that when they come to tryouts, it's not foreign to them. It's led by, this year by Breland Davis. He is in his first year in leadership. He is currently a sophomore. He'll be a junior next year. He's been on the team 2 years now. Breland has a really, really high soccer IQ. He has the communication skills. He has the organization skills. He has the patience to teach these kids. He was selected by myself, Coach Punch, and he had a lot of influence over our captain Ken in selecting Breland, because it's really the captain's final decision who that person is, because that person has to be able to help develop players outside of what we do as coaches.
I'm going to have you guys dribble, turn around the cone, then one touch pass straight through the middle. Got me? Straight through. Yeah.
My name is Breland Davis, and I'm an assistant captain here and clinical overseer. Today we're looking for clinicals to everyone to improve every day, and so we get ready for tryouts, and so everyone won't be behind. We can all be on the same level here. Clinicals play is created to get extra touches on the ball outside of the big groups of everyone here, so we can get simple mechanics to improve on people that's new to soccer. Today I have myself, Brandon Plaza, Burkis Mason, and Kendary Smith. They're all unique people from basically different sets on the field. So we have some from defense, midfield, and attacking, working on basically the same thing, but in different aspects of who would do it and where to do it from. Initially, it was because I needed something to relieve myself from day of school. If school was a hard day and I had to go home still being upset from school, soccer was a way to output my feelings from the whole day, so I could just on the ball. It's real comforting, and I could just show what emotions I want to out here. Kendarius Smith for once. If I'm having a bad day or I need someone to tell me jokes, just pick me up today, I can always rely on him. If I need I got like homework or something that's really tough, I can ask one of either Brookins or Brandon. If I just need some good one-on-ones with somebody, I can ask Brookins, because there's always somewhere I can improve, and they're always there to help me with that.
Mo, I need running, not.
In clinicals, I've seen two people that start out amazing. Morgan and Marvin, they've been around the team a little bit, but they're actually really young. I think one is going to 9th grade and one is going to 7th. They're bright talents. There's nothing that they can't do on the ball. It's just they're a little bit short. But that's the only problem I see with them. They have beautiful touches and beautiful passes, and they got a quick understanding of the game and whatever you're trying to do.
Go. Yes, come on, move. There we go. Over here. Come on. There we go.
My name is Kendarius Smith. I am in 10th grade. I am the captain for the Murrah soccer team. So out here, as of right now, what's going on, we have this thing called clinicals. So it gets like our inexperienced players ready for tryouts and like get them touches on the ball, moving on the ball, just give them the experience of what they're going to get come tryouts. The person I've noticed who has what it takes to be a Mustang would probably be Nigel. His work ethic says a lot about him, and he has the potential to make this team, hands down.
Yes. There we go. Come on. Too slow? Yeah. Come on, look up, we got it. Come on. There we go. Too slow. And look up. I saw you looking about the whole time. Like this. Let's go. Quickly.
What y'all got going on right here?
We're making the same mistakes on the ball over there. It's not that we can't do it.
So are there consequences for it?
Yes.
What are the consequences?
Running push-ups.
How many push-ups?
10.
So that you wonder why they keep making the same mistake over again? That's the best we can do?
Tired.
No, that's the consequence for the mistake?
Oh, I'm saying we're doing 10 pushes, and then if they get it again, we run 2 laps, up and down.
So y'all got to increase the rigor on that. That's not working. What you got going?
We're noticing they're getting way better from our last weeks, where they're noticing a press coming and getting the ball off, either one touch or moving and getting it off. We just having trouble doing it fast enough to where defense is not affecting them. They're still getting affected by soft press. So every time we mess up, we're running back and forth.
So is there anybody that needs to be regrouped or adjusted? Anybody in your group? Everybody needs to stay? Or?
I think they're all.
What about you all?
How about
We need to move Cam.
Cam, sure.
Yes.
Cam
Cam to 2?
Cam to 2.
Okay.
Oh yeah. First, just first pass.
Yeah.
All right, so why are we moving him?
Because it's like
First, pretty much just first touch pass. Because his touch is good. I mean, we've seen it like in our last tournament. His touch is good. It's just when he receives the ball, sometimes his first touch pass is either too low or like too slow, or it's not accurate.
He'll be perfect for that, because we're about to have him work on after.
Make those adjustments and then get started. We need in 2 minutes.
All right, everybody in.
If you pull somebody from another group, pull them.
Hey, give me anybody from your group, just that's already been there. Just haven't just got moved.
Hey, tell me about your Nigel.
The only thing with him is he's not fast enough. He's grasping the concept of what we're trying to do. He's just not fast enough to do it. Like, so when we come in, where I was doing no pressure, just teaching him the ropes of what we're doing, he had it fine. When he's no pressure, he had time to move the ball. But now that I'm light pressuring him, he doesn't have enough time. So I guess think about what he has to do next.
Does he have what it takes to be a Mustang?
Not right now. We can mold him, but not as this drill.
My group, follow me.
Okay, we'll follow up. Thank you.
Murrah soccer itself is a big family. We all care and love for each other, even though it might be tough. Also, Murrah soccer is a team still. We still strive to win every game we can, and still go out and play the best and represent our school as best as we can.
On what I'm seeing right now, I think our season could at least be equal to last season or probably better. We had a 16 game wins. We had 16 wins last season and 5 losses. But I think it could be better this year. Greatest improvement. Cameron Armstrong. Cameron Armstrong has went from an inexperienced player who didn't know the game as well and couldn't play as well, so now you put him on the field and he's effective, and he can use his ability of knowing the game as he plays. So I think he has came a long way.
Y'all look a little different today. Y'all missing some people. Let's see. Nasur Johnson came back for day 2, huh? Bless your heart. Cedric Nana. Cedric. Let's see here. Johnny Laura, where you at, Johnny? Who's Kanaya? You the one whose knees kept falling down yesterday? You the one whose knees kept falling down yesterday? They're not gonna fall today, are they? I think they were. All right, girls, lucky for you today, your captain gave you a reprieve on your time. So your first time calculations start today. Boys, you are not so lucky. Your time must improve a minimum of 10 seconds. If we do not get 10 seconds from each one of you, then we come back. Before we do core, we run a cycle. Cycle's 12 minutes. Any questions? Today's rules are just like yesterday's rules. If you have had enough, you have determined this is not for you, grab your bag, call your ride, keep it pushing. It's not personal. We understand each other? Now, what just happened here, understand that we are, step to this side so we are, because we're trying out and you are not used to how we operate, let's address this right now. When I call you up and I say good afternoon, and you respond to me, good afternoon, coach, the session has begun. If you are not in my session, do not show up to it. Don't come late. Don't come walking up here. Don't come running up here. If your shoes are not tied and you are tying your shoes, you are not prepared. In tryouts, you know, man, we had every year, we normally have 5 to 6 kids who start out with us on day 1, and within 20 minutes, they're going home. The standard here is high, and we don't apologize for it. We are unwavering in it. We tell you what we expect. We demand it from you, and we never shake. One thing about us is we're consistent. As you know, my grandma always said, you know, you don't believe fat meat greasy. And a lot of kids, when you tell them how tough something's gonna be and it's gonna challenge them, they don't believe it until they get out there and they see it. We have a reputation of being a very difficult team to make. And that's partly true. It's true because we don't just, everybody didn't make it, but not because we won't pick them. Every kid that comes out there, unless you give us something that gives us a major red flag as to why you won't make this team, we'll generally try to take it. But we push you and we demand a lot from you. And we challenge your character and who you are and who you believe, at least who you believe that you are. And in the end, we have some people who find that they don't know themselves, that they don't, that the world is not as simple and easy. When somebody pushes you or demands something from you, requires you to do some things. Unfortunately, you know, in this day and time, we have a lot of kids who just play video games. And if they don't like it, you know, how the game is going, they just turn it off. Or they just quit that game and start another. You know, that's their reality. Go. You know, then you come face to face with the leadership team, who has a lot of pressure on them from the coaches. You meet Coach Daniel, you know, who came from Nigeria, whose uncle coaches for the Nigerian national team, who's laser focused on player development. You know, you have a coach like Coach Mark, who is alumni of this school, who has the biggest and greatest connection of everybody here because he played here and he knew where Murrah was when he was here, and now he sees how far we've taken it and he knows what we demand, and he is not going to allow you to half step at all. They got a coach like Coach Punch. Man, Coach Punch has been with us, been with me personally for 10 years, and we'll probably be together another 10 years or until the day that I retire. He's a phenomenal keeper coach, and he understands the philosophy. He understands the plan. He understands the goal. He grew up here in Jackson. He's seen how this city has changed and how if we don't create an environment, a family unit, a structure here, discipline, what can happen to these kids? Because he lives in the neighborhood with them. You know, he sees them every day. And he has fully bought into our system, and he can teach it. And I have the utmost confidence in what he does and what he teaches. And I will continue to have such.
The teams, like the schools around surrounding areas, most of them have grew up playing soccer. They've been playing soccer since they've been like 3 or 4, so it's no problem for them. Most of our players start playing soccer right at their freshman year. Sometimes it'll be just because they're like bored and want something to do, and then you'll actually end up falling in love with it. So I'll say around the age of 15 or 16. Most people only see like the teams like in Premier League overseas. They don't think like, oh, I'm not gonna make it there. So I would say exposure. I don't feel like they can make it. They don't know MLS. They don't know none of that. They just know overseas. You just go overseas and play soccer, and they think it would be really hard to do so. I think exposure is part of the reason why. I got exposed to soccer my 9th grade year. My 9th grade year, in March, actually. That was my first time, well, not my first time, but it was my first game. I've been playing since like January and training since January. And I was 16 at the time.
Come on, Trent!
Don't be ready when I'm ready.
Come on!
You don't know your left from your right. I can't teach you something.
Coach Millsap. That's a guy. That's definitely a character right there. It's not a lot to say. He's not soft-spoken. No, he's gonna tell you what it is, 100%. No matter who you are. I remember one time with Coach Millsap, my parents were late for a game. My parents got snapped on, but he made it sure it was positive. Everything came through him. He only wants the best for everybody. Even as you know, like a minute late, you gotta run. But he just wants the best. He pushes everyone here, even the coaches, to be their best, and apparently your parents too.
Now, that right there, girl, starting tomorrow, costs you 10 sprints. Every second I wait is a sprint. Left side start. Shift. Shift. Marvin, shift. Shift. Shift.
Right there.
Shift. 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 Shift.
Before I was playing soccer, I was playing football actually. It's funny you mentioned that. I was playing football, and soccer has never ever been on my like sports list. I'm not gonna say I didn't like soccer, but I didn't know nothing about soccer, so it was just nothing I was interested in doing. So I finally did it, and I was like, okay. I still wasn't like just fully over football, so I was still playing football, but then I fell in love with soccer, and I was like, this is something I want to do for the rest of my life. What made me fall in love with the sport is how family driven our team is. Like, it's a legit family here. Like, Coach Millsap, even though he's my dad, he still look out for his players. We got tight bonds on this team. It's not just come to practice, see each other, and only talk in practice. We talk outside of practice.
If they're more than a half a second off on that chip,
we're basically around each other 24/7.
and put your hand over for me. If
If
I see it twice, you owe me 20 francs.
Shift! 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 Hold! Leadership. This rookie's uncoordinated. Help him organize.
Some of y'all are new. And for those of you guys who are new, let me explain this to you. I'm sensitive on Wednesdays. So anything that you do outside what I ask you to do hurts my feelings. And when I get all feeling-y, there are consequences. Right side start. I want precision. There will be 10 consequences for failure here. So leadership, before we begin, whatever adjustments you need to make to ensure success for your team, make them before I start.
Left hand on the right phone.
Shift, 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 hold. Shift, 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 hold. Right here, on back, not bad. Don't give me the compliment. You're probably the only one you're gonna get all with. Now I'm looking for this half. Shift, 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 hold. Columbus. I know my hair not cut. Is that like Morgan Freeman to you? Did I ask you to lean on me? Because you ain't rocking. You just leaning from side to side. So if I see it again, you're going to break out to a version of Fair East Side. If not, I need you to do your job. Shift, 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 hold. All right. You're going to shuffle the same way you did, up diagonally in front of your second cone, behind it, shuffle back up, first cone, back to where you started. That is one. So walk it right now if you need to make sure you understand the path. Behind your cone, behind your cone, go up that way, in front of it, behind, back up this way, behind, that's one. Now before we move, leadership, what adjustments do you need to happen, if any? Failure is not accepted. We ready? 3, 2, 1, go! Come on, push! 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 Bend your knees. Come on, let's go. Push. Let's go. Come on, push, push. Come on, push it. Keep going, keep going, keep going. This is the time that you talk to your teammates. Push it! The ones who are not pushing themselves, that are not demanding excellence from themselves.
30 seconds left. Push.
How are you going to demand excellence from them?
Push.
We are better than this.
Come on. Push it.
Come on, girl. Go down and shuffle. Come on. Hang on there. We got 30 seconds left.
20 more seconds. Let's go.
20 more seconds. Come on.
20 seconds.
Push. Push.
Let's go.
On your toes, you got to shuffle.
Get low. Get low.
Come on now, you got it.
10 seconds.
Hang on there, John.
Go give me some, Tran.
5.
Come on, Tran. Can't say one. Let's go.
3, 2, 1.
So yesterday, after this was over, I met with coaching staff. Did we not, guys? Yes. And I asked them what they thought about day one. And we talked about the boys, and we talked about the girls. Now, y'all know Coach Mark. It takes a lot for Coach Mark to say he likes something. I could spit straw in the goal, and that wouldn't be good enough for Coach Mark because it ain't platinum. Y'all know how he is. Who said sit down? I'm like Judge Joe Brown. When I walk in the room, everybody stands. But Coach Mark told me that he was optimistic about the girls because of their attitudes and their work ethic. Is that what you said, Coach?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, one of our core values is honesty. Some of you all are making Coach Mark look like a liar right now because you are not putting up the work. You lazy and you half-stepping. There will be a consequence for it. So consider yourselves warned. I am the David Hartman of soccer. The warning is out. The tornado is coming. Try me if you want to. We start in 10 seconds. Right side start. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Hey, I want you with me.
The standard for Murrah soccer at all times for grades, you must have a 75 average or above. And if you don't have that, you basically can't play here. You can't play here simply because, like, your GPA, it plays a high role in, like, college and on this team. So basically you have to have a 75 or above. We prefer an 80, but we keep it at 75. Your behavior, no matter where you are, your social media, out in your community, your school, anywhere, you have to be on your best behavior at all times, simply because everyone knows who you are. Like, you could just be anywhere and they're like, oh, da-da-da-da from soccer at Murrah. And so everybody knows who you are, so you have to keep your social medias clean, your image clean.
All right.
All of that.
I like flat.
Stay short.
Right. You. Hey, what's her name? What's the captain's name? Name. Come down here for a second. Look about Amina since she's doing some work today. Let me ask y'all a question. Do y'all feel like the girls are stepping up and meeting the standard right now? Man, I ain't them getting that's where they doing it.
I feel like I see some good men in it, but I really can't. I wasn't paying.
So the question be on you. She down here. Do you see that? Is everybody meeting the standard? No. All right. So ain't nobody meeting the standard, and we've had 4 or 5 opportunities to adjust to help them, and I ain't see the girls make not a single move. So their failure is now your failure because you are their leader and you made no efforts to help them. Fix it.
Y'all, if y'all need to stretch something, please do so now. If y'all feel y'all shins hurt and try to get into this position right here and lean back on it, Lean back on it for like 5 seconds and then switch your leg.
You can't even doggone hold your body up. But tonight, here you gonna be. In somebody's dirty mirror. Hands behind your head, girl. 30 seconds.
Coach Mark,
go.
That's that. Coach Mark is basically the quiet hothead person. Like, he's not gonna say too much to you, but once he do, it's strict. He wants like perfection every time, and if he doesn't get that, it's gonna be consequences, major consequences.
All right. What about Coach Daniel?
Coach Daniel's my favorite. It's always the accent with everything. It's just perfect. But
Where's he from?
Nigeria. Coach Daniel's from Nigeria. But he's very technical and about with everything he does. You might get hurt trying to train with Daniel, but you're gonna get you right though.
What do you mean?
Like actually my first day with Daniel, I think he slit tackled my ankle. And yeah, I was like out for a week, but I learned a lot of stuff that day.
You'll keep your back straight. When we say put your hands up, your hands go straight up over your head. Up. Then we'll have you counting down.
Oh, Coach Punch, I really don't have that many interactions with Coach Punch, but with goalkeeping, I know that's the best. I can go back to my goalie anytime knowing that Coach Punch is coaching them, and I feel very confident that Coach Punch is coaching anybody out here because I'm pretty sure he's the best goalkeeper there is.
Sit just a little bit more. Straighten your back up. Straighten your back up. Yeah, now sit down. Yeah, there you go. Sit a little bit more.
Sit down, sit.
Georgia, what
my
you
name
doing?
is Coach Cornelius
Sit down,
Wilcox,
Sit down,
more affectionately known
Georgia.
by my
Thank
players
you,
as Coach Punch. I've been here at
Look,
Murrah
you like you
for 7 years. This is we're going into year 7. Seems like
back.
only yesterday.
Straighten your back
I've been
You know how to sit in that chair?
a part of this soccer community
You sit in the chair with your back
roughly
straight.
about
Yeah,
30 years now.
Straighten your back up.
I grew up playing here. I've been coaching for 15 years. Coaching 10 years with Coach Millsaps. It's been great. We've built
Hands out in front of you.
programs
In the
at our
stretch.
league, and we caught this program when it was in
Columbus,
turmoil.
sit. In the stretch.
They had some very
Georgia,
detrimental
back
things to
straight.
happen.
Arms straight out.
And we got brought in, and what was told to us was, I need you guys to come in and rebuild my program.
Sit
Our
down in the
principal
stretch.
relayed that message to us, and here we are, year 7. People are afraid to see us
Arms
coming.
straight out in front of you.
When we got here,
You should be reaching for something, Jazz.
talk
Sit
about
down
bad
a little bit.
attitudes.
Sit down for me.
And
Yes. Come on, Georgia,
kids,
sit down.
doing what they
You
want
know how
to
to
do,
do this.
not listening to
Come on, Georgia.
that authoritative figure. We had to come in. We had to really come in here and clean house.
Come
We
on,
had to cut
Marvin.
loose, pretty much
This
cut
ain't
loose an
new.
entire team. So we cleaned house, and we really, literally built this program from the ground up with bits and pieces.
We didn't say pray to God.
A lot of kids came
Sit
in,
down.
and never played.
Your arms out in front of you.
They had played soccer
Straighten your
before,
back up.
but they were playing out of position.
Sit down.
So they're learning new positions.
Yeah. Arms
We
straight out. There you
tiptoed
go.
through that turmoil
Yes.
of that first year. Our second year coming back, it was a different animal. Extremely proud of the work that we've done. Extremely proud
Hands
of
up,
the kids
hands up.
for buying into the system. And that's all we ask: buy into the system.
Everybody.
You don't meet the standard here. More than likely, you're likely to be kicked off the team. Just hands down, being honest. You're more than likely to get kicked off this team, and just simply because we live by that standard. So if you're not living it by it, then we're gone.
And when we call you back, don't drag your butt. Y'all go get introduced to diagonals real quick.
My name is Brandon Plaza. I'm 17 years old and I'm an assistant captain of the Murrah soccer team. And my role of the team is to, I'm a social media guy who is in control of our social media and our social media presence. And my next role is in clinicals and helping out our captain and getting the team right and getting the drills ready
Janae.
for practice.
Where your manager at? Send it to me. All right, you got some passing and movement in your section. I'm gonna split the boys up on purpose. Come here. Where your paper is? Where your work product at? We sit here.
I need you to go and I want you to circle everyone who didn't meet their time by 10, didn't improve their time by 10 seconds, or at least 10 seconds. Circle them, mark them, highlight them or something, so that I know. The girl with the yellow Crocs on. Which one is he? To me.
Yes, sir.
You know what grade she in?
No, sir. I can ask her.
Get that information for us, and come back and give it to Coach Punch.
Yes, sir.
Cedric. You Cedric or Eric? What's your name? What I said. He got worse. Take Sean, Coach Daniel. Sean. Go.
I would say as of right now, not really someone right now has really impressed me. Maybe towards tryouts and maybe more practices. If they make the team, I'll see more. I'll see if someone catches my eye. Tryouts are not easy over here at Murrah. My first year, I got through it, but it was a very tough journey, man. I threw up maybe twice during the tryouts, but from my coach Ronaldo, he has told me that a kid he was here at tryouts. He made it through the lap, and then from there he didn't go because he could not continue for the remaining of the tryouts. But tryouts are not easy. If you want to get in here, you have to give it your all.
Come on! You got this, guys. Come on, you got this, guys. Come on, take it easy, my guy. Take it easy. Easy. You gotta be on your toes, okay? You can't be flat-footed. You can't be flat-footed, my guy. Okay? On your toes. It's fine. Hey, come on, let's go, Tasha.
We have a really special team. It's just not everyone is their own person. So, but it makes a big group of random people, I guess. Like it's fun to be around so many different personalities at once, and you can pick and choose what you want to do this day, or pick and choose what you want that day, and you just have unlimited opportunities and unlimited people to choose from.
Waking up in the morning, think of God.
Captain to be the co-captain, you know what that takes, right? So we don't expect any different from them. So just because an individual has an intellectual disability does not mean that they cannot learn to be competitive on the sports field. So that's a little bit about us. Do y'all have any questions before I put you to work? All right, well, let's load some bags.
Hey, my name is Brandon.
My name is Nigel, and we're here at the Mississippi Special Olympics headquarters.
And we're here to help out and move supplies, boxes, and other type of duffel bags that the kids need to be able to participate in the Special Olympics.
It has provided athletes many opportunities, such as like 14,000 athletes, 273 coaches all over the world, and including JPS.
The Special Olympics is important because it allows people and kids with intellectual disabilities to be able to participate in competitive sports.
Sports such as soccer, football, basketball, and other sports that they want to participate in, but they can't because of their disabilities that they're going through. This is our first time working with the Special Olympics, but we're looking to build a long-term relationship with them and bring them back to our school district for the inclusion of activities.
My name is Monica Daniels. I'm the president and CEO of Special Olympics Mississippi. Today is an incredibly exciting day for us. We are taking our largest delegation ever to compete at USA Games, the national platform, much like the regular Olympic model. And they will be competing in 11 sports in Orlando, Florida in about 16 hours. In Mississippi, we serve 7,000 individuals with intellectual disabilities across the entire state. As an organization, we offer 19 competitive sports. We also participate within school systems, which are called our Unified Champion Schools. And that's where students with and without intellectual disabilities participate in class activities together, form youth leadership committees together, and participate in unified sports and unified PE. So we are so excited to be out here today and to see all of these athletes head off to compete and bring home the gold.
And watch them change that same night. God first, go hard with the word we both got. Kingdom banging, I don't mind. Gas mounted like flatline. God first, go hard with the word we both got. Kingdom banging, I don't mind. Gas mounted like flatline. He done brought me through so many things, that's why I can call on him for anything. That's why I give him all the praise. Plenty nights, plenty days I done sat and I done prayed. Know he got me always, so I never be afraid. I never be amazed. Look at everything getting done for me, and look at all the places he done took me. Look, he done did so much. When I wanted to give up, people's right there to push me. Nobody to talk to, he always listen. When I was in the gym, he gave me all I was missing. When I was having problem with my folk, cause I didn't want to go to school, you know, we showed them my vision. My cousin selling dope, yeah, they got him in the system. I could've did the same, but I wanted to be different. A couple times I was down bad and I didn't have a cash, but you know he kept me uplifted. And he ain't never changed, so I ain't never drifted, shifted, stayed down, kept my position. Every day I'm blessed, he keep sending me blessings. Look up to the sky and say, yes, I'm gifted. For everything, and you know that's forever, man. God first, love the way that God works. Long as I'm on earth, then you know that that'll never change.